Hello friends, my name is Ron Sayadian. I'm a writer and a producer. I've spent the last 8 years of my life writing a spy movie called The Military. It's a dark tale of two men on opposite sides of the war on terror. This is the second of 3 videos explaining the origins of this film, and it's a story of many people and many places. My name is Ron Sayadian.
In my last video, I took you back to my old college room at Royal Holloway College, to the room where the idea of writing the story popped into my head. 10 years after, I found myself here in Liverpool. I came here after a 5-year career in broadcast journalism to study marketing, and it was in this great city where I realised I could actually write made-up stories.
I kept thinking about writing this great story of mine, but I didn't know how I was going to do it. What I wanted to do was write a story about my early childhood spent in the Persian Gulf island state of Bahrain in the Middle East, where I spent about 8 years of my life. So in 2002, I finally made a decision, took the bull by the horns, as they say, and bought a plane ticket to Bahrain and went back there. And while I was visiting my old haunts, so to speak, an idea popped into my head of a little girl who lived in the apartment below us who went missing suddenly without any word at all.
One day I visited the British Club, a place I'd spent a lot of time at as a child, and discovered that the American-US Fifth Fleet was actually based in Bahrain.
I came back to the United Kingdom and I got to work on my grand story. And working in our room above me, on the first floor of this building, I created a story in 2 years, in 2004, and this is the result. It's called The Plains of Maharak, and this is the manuscript that I created. And it's a story of a troubled journalist who uncovers a conspiracy involving the US intelligence services. In 2002, I found myself here in the middle of Canary Wharf, working for a marketing agency called The Marketing Machine. While I was at The Marketing Machine, I bumped into 2 very talented graphic designers who helped me on my project. I purchased a domain name from The Plains of Maharak, the book, and I got Jamie Bishop to design the web page, and I got Amanda Spink to design the moody front page artwork, which I still have today. Unfortunately, the web page has now disappeared into the mists of time, but if you look now at the screen, you'll see the amazing piece of art that Mandy designed for my book. I tried very, very hard to sell my manuscript to publishers, and I sent it out to hundreds of publishers around the United Kingdom. Most of them wouldn't actually give me the time of day, but one of them actually did, and it was one of the biggest publishing companies in the world, Random House Publishers. I got my manuscript in front of an editor there, got her to read it. She came back to me and she said she really liked the way I wrote, but they were going to pass on the book, which was very, very disappointing for me. And that could have been the end of my publishing career, my writing career, if you want to call it, had it not been for this guy. His name is Seamus Masterson, and in the next video I'm going to tell you how Seamus breathed life into my manuscript and The Military.